Okay, so finally getting set up in the stand. It is Saturday, September 14th, and I'm out here today trying a different spot in the same spot of woods I shot that buck. Today I'm carrying a doe tag and really just looking to fill another deer for the freezer. So in the state of South Dakota, I can get any deer tag archery, and then you can also buy an any doe tag. So I've done that. As you saw last week, I got my buck by not sheer luck, but a good bit of luck to make that happen. So today, like I said, out here trying to fill my doe tag. Supposed to get up to about 80 degrees. It's about 7 o'clock right now. It took me forever and a day to get set up out here. I'm kind of set up on the lower end of a little valley that leads into a deep ravine, and there's a really good game trail going through this ravine. Good sign all around this area, and I actually spooked a couple deer right here when I was moving into the other stand location where I shot my buck. So we'll see what happens today. I don't know. Wind's mostly in my favor, but we'll just see what's happening. Sorry, there's a ton of squirrels running around out here right now. So yeah, we're gonna give it a good sit for the morning. My wife has still not had her baby. She's more than ready to be done. So that's where we're at. All right, so it's 9:30-ish now, and saw one fawn come running through, like just blasted through to one side, and then came blasting through to the other side at about 100 yards. That's it. Lots of squirrels moving around. Some birds. That's about it though. Moving pretty slow. So I am going to pull up shop and just kind of do some hiking around here. I want to check out a couple areas, investigate some things. Maybe if it ends up happening, spot and stock type stuff. So that's the plan. Holy crap. I cannot believe all the action this morning. So I got into this spot. It was fully set up right about at sunrise, so about 6:30, 6:40. And as soon as I got in here, I look out and saw two deer moving. And that was those two little 6 points, just kind of milling around, feeding, stuff like that. I got a whole ton of footage of them. And then I don't know what happened in the last like 40 minutes, but it's like the floodgates open. At one time, I bet we had 10 deer within 100 yards of me. Most of them were bucks. The only does I saw was a fawn, and that doe that I have footage of, which I really wanted to get a shot on that doe. I'm out on doe patrol today because I got my buck before. Wow. So that 10 point that I got footage of over here, I have pictures of him on trail camera, and he is as beautiful in real life as he is in the trail cam. He came into 30 yards right off to my side here, and oh my goodness, I would have put an arrow in him. He stood broadside at 30, 35 yards for what felt like an hour. And yeah, that was awesome. I did get busted by that doe. The fawn caught me when I was trying to bring my bow over my bridge to shoot back off this side here. Kind of had to stare down. She actually walked walked in closer to me, she got to 30 yards. And I tried to draw, and it was just kind of stupid. But she blew quick, and her fawn ran off. But I had that 10-point right below me here at 40 yards. I had that little 6-point come back and bed at 50 yards from me. I mean, there's 2 spikes, couple 8s, 6s, and there's a really nice 8 that went down over here and kind of worked down towards where my buddy Cody has his stand at now. Oh my goodness, that is unreal. It's like perfect conditions out this morning. I think it was about 50 degrees when I walked in this morning, and they were talking 60 degrees for the high today. Man, that's the most deer action I've ever seen out here. I hunt this area quite a bit, and that is the most deer action I've ever seen at one point in time out here. That was unreal. That was cool. So, wow, yeah, I can't believe that. That was just such a cool experience for the last 2 hours, basically, just watching deer move around, and that makes it a whole lot more fun than I probably put close to 20 hours into the stand and saddle, mainly the saddle this year, and haven't seen jack squat, so that was super cool to see about a dozen deer in a couple hours. Yeah, it's unfortunate I don't have another buck tag. I'm super pumped with the deer that I shot. I just wish I had another one, because man, I would have put an arrow in that 10-point as fast as I could. That was cool. Awesome. Good morning. So I'm in here deep. I got into the middle of where I wanted to be before. The reason I'm being so quiet is there's a deer right off my back shoulder here that I just saw. I don't know what it is. I'm out on Doe patrol today, so I'll probably see nothing but bucks. I have a limited amount of time. I'll probably only be out for the first hour to 2 hours of daylight. And then I gotta head in for family responsibilities, but let's see what happens. I'm gonna check this deer out behind me. Like I said, short sit today, so just gonna head in now, or tear down and get out of here. Yeah, still wish a doe would have came by, but how cool is that, seeing that buck come right under the stand, or right under the saddle, I guess. But yeah, that's fun. If you haven't yet, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. We'll have more hunting content coming up. lots of fun stuff ahead, and always learning. Feel like I'm coming a long ways in strategy, tactics, learning, blah 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 blah. So hopefully the content gets a lot better and we get a lot more animals on the ground. So until next time. Oh my goodness, you're not gonna believe this. So I'm walking out and I'm like, well, I'm gonna just kind of walk this ravine area. I kind of know there's deer usually in there. Ended up jumping a buck and probably a half dozen does. And oh my gosh, a couple does stopped out from me. One was at 50 yards, pretty small, and then there's a bigger one set up at 60 yards. And I'm like, you know what? If they'll let me adjust my sight and knocking it, or draw back and everything, I'm gonna give it a go. So, sure enough, adjusted my sight and pulled back, drew up on her. She didn't move, was standing broadside, so I let her go. And I swapped her. I smacked her right broadside, and I watched her run off here and go down. And I can't freaking believe this. Alright, so there's my first signs of blood. This is pretty much right where I shot her. From the looks of it, should be a good track. We got lots of blood. Now I did see her pile up, so I know she's dead, but I never followed the blood trail on my buck. Just so you know, I can see her from where I'm at, but the blood from these rage arrows, good grief. It's plentiful. Plentiful. It's all over the place here. Oh my goodness. Ah, she's a pretty nice doe. Pretty excited about this. Alright, you get the picture. Let's just walk up here. Would kind of like to see where she followed. Sorry, that was bad, but she's piled up right there. Yeah, it's not a monster, but she'll eat for sure. Definitely. Cool. Yeah. Dude. Yep, she's gone. Thank you, Miss Doe. Thank you, Miss Doe. I went home quick, grabbed the four-wheeler, and back out here, got her gutted, and that was a show. That was my first time ever gutting a deer by myself. I did gut my buck, but I had a lot of help on that one. I had two other people out here. So now I'm simply trying to find my arrow, which I know stuck her good, but she ran with it. It wasn't a straight pass through. And I'm just to speak about that, super impressed. The Rage expandables that I was shooting, that hit her in the shoulder and totally broke her shoulder, or not directly in her shoulder, but came out in her elbow joint, I guess. So super impressed with them. Did a number on the buck too. So I'm gonna do a little walking around here, try and find my arrow, and we'll go from there. I'm gonna try something. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll see what happens. So this is what we're doing. Got her in my QU pack, and I figure I'm gonna hang her for a bit. Rather than drag her, I might as well carry her. Not that heavy. I don't have that far to go, but I do gotta go down, and I gotta go up this hill, which I'm about to go up now. So overall, I'm glad that I did it this way, just to get her out. Super short walk, so no reason to quarter and stuff. I'll hang, but heck yeah, man. Second archery tag filled. That's all except for if I go for an antelope. So yeah, get her over the fence here, get on the four-wheeler and go home.